Well, I have so many questions. Honey Boy. I have so many questions because this movie did not get the praise that I believe it deserves. Honey Boy is the real life story of Shia LaBeouf. Now, it's obviously dramatized and not exactly accurate, but he wrote it while in rehab, like the character in the movie, and it was about his life. That alone makes this movie super special, and I think it's very important because if you remember, Shia LaBeouf used to be crazy. He had some crazy things going on in his life. He was like super child star actor, and then did the Transformers movies, and then just kind of went nuts, and then came back, and now he's like seems like a super down to earth, chill guy. Watch this movie, and it'll kind of explain a lot of what was going on in his mind. Now I have to talk about the best thing in this movie, and my favorite thing about this movie is the acting. Very rarely does a movie come along. I mean, I can't even think in the last couple years a movie that had such special acting that I totally forgot I was watching actors and just was watching these characters. Now, Shia LaBeouf and the main kid, I can't remember his name and I feel bad about it, are so good as father and son that alone was worth watching. It's magical what they do on screen. Shia LaBeouf said in an interview that this kid was the best actor he'd ever worked with. And of course I was thinking at the time, yeah, right, you're just saying that because he's the newest actor and dude, this kid is insane. He's going to be such a big player in the world. And I think he's going to be that kind of actor that only takes big time directors roles, and you'll stop seeing him in stuff that is kind of new directors, whatever. He'll be doing Paul Thomas Anderson stuff. He'll be doing Coen Brothers stuff. Like that kind of caliber movies is what he's going to be doing. He's super special. I loved him in the movie. Shia LaBeouf killed it in this movie. And that's my biggest question is, why was there no talk about Shia LaBeouf for an Oscar? Everybody's talking about DiCaprio, and Joaquin Phoenix was so good in The Joker. I think Shia LaBeouf in this movie outshone everyone I saw this year. Everyone. And I was so just in love with the story that, this movie's special and you need to go watch it. This movie will definitely make it into my top 10 of last year, if not maybe top 5. I haven't come out with that list yet, and I'm kind of working through the movies. That's why I watched it last night. I need to come out with my Parasite review, my 1917, and Once Upon a Time. All these movies that I saw that I haven't done reviews for. But this movie had something special because you could tell it was pretty low budget. It was probably in like I'm just throwing a number out. I'm going to say $15 million range, which is pretty low. But it felt low budget because it relied so much on the story and the actors. And that was a huge bonus going its way. It's on Amazon Prime. Go watch it. It's free if you have Prime. Do yourself a favor. This is definitely worth it. One of the great things about this movie is it shows how destructive a bad male figure in a kid's life can be. Or no male figure. It's a great movie to show how important a whole family is in a child's life. This movie just really hits on a lot of those things, alcoholism being a big deal, drugs, a negative lifestyle. Things like that just kill a kid. And it was so kind of hard to watch, but also really impactful for me. Now, I grew up in a very different family than that, like probably as far different as it gets, but it was fascinating for me to get put into that world and watch what happens. And it was fascinating. Go watch it. Honestly, I can't really think of anything negative to say about this movie. Set out for a task and accomplished that goal. Did it in an excellent way, in a super impactful way. It was so special to watch this movie and to see Shia LaBeouf just be that character and then know that that's where he came from. And so good. Go watch Honey Boy. It'll be well worth your time. Another big thing that this movie had that nobody touched on was the fact that it was a female director. Now this year there was a lot of criticism that the lady Gerwig that did Little Women didn't get nominated for Best Director. I think this was the movie they should have been pointing to, because in order for a director to get that kind of performance out of actors, they have to really understand how the dynamic between a director and an actor works, how to let the actors explore and do what they want. And apparently they lit the whole set with LED panels that the DP was adjusting live while they would walk around. So they didn't have parameters. They could just feel free. It was almost like a stage play that they recorded. That is super hard to do as a director because people want to jump in and do what they want. But instead, she obviously let them act. And it was so beautiful. And so, if anything, she's the one to be looking out for, not Gerwig. Gerwig's fine. I mean, she did Lady Bird, she did Little Women. She's a big time director. I'm not saying she's not, but this is the female director of the future. And I'm gonna start paying attention to what she does next. She deserves so much more credit in this movie. Honey Boy is one of the best movies of last year, and it's one of the best you'll see probably for a long time. Who knows when the next movie theater will be opened again. Do yourself a favor, go on Amazon, watch Honey Boy. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you saw it, did it impact you like it did me? Did it relate to you at all? I would like to know all of that. Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more reviews like this, please subscribe and share with your friends. And as always, peace.